Assalamu alaikum. Guess where we are? Guess who we have with us again? And most importantly, check out them shoes, bruv. They look right out of a Pakistani wedding. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.
Got your fight on Friday. Today's Wednesday, 2 days away. How are you feeling?
Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling good. You saw me, I just did some pad work with my excellent trainer Dawood and David Pereira, and I feeling really good. He's got me really sharp. I've been sparring, done lots of hill sprints. I feel really good, feel really sharp, ready to rumble.
Ready to rumble. What do you think of John McDermott?
John McDermott, contrary to popular belief, is a good fighter, hence the reason why I've trained so hard. He's got a good boxing brain, he's got fast hands, real good boxer, really good jab. And I believe his style can give me trouble, so that's the reason why I've trained so hard. I think he's a good fighter. But everyone I speak to, thinks I'm going to knock him out in one round, but I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking looking for a hard fight.
So talk us through your preparation for this fight.
My preparation for this fight has been long. I've been doing like 2-hour runs with 5 kilo weights in my hand. To build up my hand strength. Been doing hill sprints. Been doing lots of sparring. Yeah, just a lot of endurance work, and now coming close to the fight, I start speeding things up. Doing lots of sprints and lots of speed work. And my hand speed and everything's picking up now.
What do you make of the Constantine fight? Everyone wants to know.
The Constantine fight was a total joke. It was unbelievable. I just didn't believe that something like that could happen in boxing. It was just absolutely crazy. You wouldn't believe that you went there and you think that you just got to fight your opponent. But in this fight, I had to fight not only my opponent who was unbeaten, I had to fight the referee plus the promoter as well. It was unbelievable. That's a crazy fight.
The funniest thing I've ever seen. He just rang the bell himself. He said, "Oh, forget this, man." That's Europe, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find anything happening in Europe. But anyway, yeah. So Friday is your fight, and you might be in with quite a hostile crowd because I think the entire that's his home turf, isn't it?
Yes.
And I think, unlike Audley Harrison, who was booed in and out of his own area, I think John McDermott might be a bit more popular in his own area. So, what do you think of that? How do you deal with that stress when I think you had something similar against Scott Gamma when you went to fight him? You were like the underdog there, basically. Everyone was against you, but you emerged victorious there. So do you think it might be quite similar in Dagenham on Friday? Yeah,
I think it's going to be similar. Like you said, I went to Wales and I boxed Scott Gamble, who's the British champion. Went in his own back garden and dealt with him and took the title back. Again, I'm going to Dagenham in John McDermott's era, and I'm going to do the same, go out there and take him out. It's going to be same type of crowd. It's going to be hostile, but it's the same thing like in Dagenham. After said the same thing like him was. After I defeated him, when I coming out, everyone was asking for my autograph and my friends. Before the fight, they didn't like me. After the fight, they like me. So I think it's going to be the same situation. After the fight, they're going to want my autograph.
But I mean, every time this happens, you're the underdog. It seems, alhamdulillah, you come out on top. The biggest example was Mike Tyson. Obviously, you went in there, no one knew you. You were some Brit who come in from who knows where, and you're coming in against a local hero, the legend. And it was a bit of a shock. You can see that fat Italian guy jumping up and down in the stands. He was not happy. But anyway, alhamdulillah. So I think this sort of environment, you thrive in that. It doesn't really get to you, does it?
No, it doesn't bother me. The crowd doesn't bother me. There can be a million people out there. It's all about me and the opponent. But the thing is, I've got to get my. I'm just very erratic. My performances are very erratic. 1 minute I'm up and then next minute I'm down. So this is the reason. This is what brings excitement to this fight. Because if Danny Williams is on form, this is a 1-round fight. But that's the thing. Why reason people are coming out, because they think that maybe I may not be on form.
Do you think, this is one question I wanted to ask you, do you think that the way you perform is quite dangerous for you because you won't know when to quit? You see, you know what I'm saying? There's a time when people who perform consistently, when that level of quality starts to drop, then they think, okay, maybe it's time to throw in the towel. But you had a dismal fight against the second one against Audley Harrison, and you must have thought to yourself, okay, maybe this is the time to quit, but you didn't, and then you thought you had time to quit, but after that you ended up knocking out 3 guys. After that, so when are you gonna? So what do you think? That's quite dangerous.
It's amazing you said that. I was just driving today and I was thinking exactly the same thing. That most fighters they keep at they plateau, they level and then
You got no plateau.
I'm up and down. So
One day
like
you
say,
get beaten by a bum, and the next day you knock out Mike Tyson.
Exactly.
What the hell did you do?
It's exactly what you said. When do I retire? And I think I will know that from the gym, because in the gym I'm constant.
Yeah.
That's one place I'm quite constant in the gym. So once I see my performance start to dip in the gym, that's when I know, and that's the end of Danny Williams. But inshallah, I'll retire before that stage happens.
So your standard is how you perform in the gym and not the actual fights.
Yes, because you can't judge from the fights.
He's not retiring until he gets a world title. When he gets a world title, then he'll retire.
Inshallah, definitely. But I mean, that's just another facet of everyone knows our brother Danny Williams, and they know he's not a regular guy. Alhamdulillah. So that's how it's going to be.
He's eligible for that, for a world title.
He's eligible.
After meeting Tyson, he should hold a world title.
That's just the way it goes, you know. We've got Samuel Peter coming up. Maybe Samuel Peter's guys are going to be there as well, isn't it? Ringside.
Yes, that's the talk that Samuel Peters are either going to be there or going to be very interested in the outcome, because they want to fight me. Okay. So because I'm still a name in the States after beating Tyson and fighting Klitschko. Yeah. So they want to see the outcome of this fight. So I may be a opponent for Samuel Peter, which would be good.
Will that be straight away, do you think, after this? Or do you think there might be, because I read somewhere that they might want to put you in with another big American name before they put you onto Samuel Peter?
That's the talk. The talk is that Samuel Peters may have to fight Vitaly Klitschko in October, and me fight a top American on that same bill. Okay. And then I fight Samuel Peters afterwards. So it could be, 2 fights before I can get world title fight, but
who do you think that could be possibly? Could it be Shannon Briggs or? Yeah,
someone like Shannon Briggs. One of the former world champions, even Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield.
Because I'm like the legend killer. I've destroyed Tyson, so it'd be nice to take another ultimate legend.
I know one journalist, I think it was a Tantalus Sports website, he called Evander Holyfield, he said the twitching corpse of Evander Holyfield. The twitching corpse of Evander Holyfield. I was creasing, but that's the way. So I don't think there's any end in sight for you right now. There's still a lot that you want to achieve yet. Yeah. How does your dad think now? Your dad put you into boxing right now. What's he saying these days?
My dad is he gets upset with me because like everyone else, my performance are inconsistent. When I'm supposed to go out and knock someone in 1 round, I take 10 rounds to do it. And when I'm supposed to get knocked out, so it's very my career has been crazy, but it's been exciting. It's been really exciting, and my dad's a little bit disappointed because I should have, if I'm performing the way I should be performing, I should have been champion already. You see my hand speed on the pad, you see the movement. Heavyweights can't do the things what I can do, but when is you just don't know what Danny Williams is going to turn up, and that's my problem. You just don't know what Danny Williams is going to turn up. I don't know what Danny Williams is going to turn up. That's my problem. People used to think that I used to get nervous because I'm scared of my opponent. I'm not scared of no one. I box with a dislocated shoulder. I'm fearless. My problem is because I don't know what Danny Williams is going to turn up. That's why I get a little bit nervous, because I don't know how good I'm going to be. I don't know how bad I'm going to be. I just don't know.
That's a problem, isn't it?
It's a big problem, and it won't be sorted out, because I doubt it will ever be sorted out, because I've been like this from the amateurs. One fight, I remember in the amateurs, I boxed a guy who wasn't rated, it was unknown, I lost to him. My very next fight, I boxed the number 1 in the country, and I knocked him out in 32 seconds. So how do you see the difference? Losing to a journeyman in the amateur sense, and then beating the number 1 in the country.
It's true.
That's Danny Williams.
That's Danny Williams. It's crazy, bro. I mean, you lost to Michael Sprott and Audley Harrison. I mean, come on, man. Yeah. I don't think even on a bad day that's something that should happen to you. But I think it's not about physical. It's about what's going on in that mind of yours, and no one knows what's going on there. Have you tried hypnotherapy?
Yeah, I've done all that. It's a waste of time.
Who is this guy that keeps coming into the video? This guy.
I just come to say hello to my brother. What's I'm waiting to my brother? My brother from another mother. See how he's shaking. Show him the guns. Show him the guns. So I'm saying.
And he's smooth, man.
Bruv, I said to him, you need to give these shoes to him next.
That's what
because
I'm saying.
With this guy in the James Brown act, bruv, that suits him properly,
I'm
you know?
gonna steal them. That is going to be his place. What's that?
In it. There'll be no shoes.
What you're going to see is the gliss of the shoes.
After the third round, you're going barefoot. Where my shoes gone?
Come back here. It's Roy Jones' fault.
Hey, George. I got some TV.
You decided to this camera with me. What I'm saying is, the way to what? One of the way to the left, so already.
Yeah, to the left, yeah.
How you black up there, really? and you can't find it. What about Sugar? You know?
I think you did the.
Guess we did. Alright then, brother. I see someone looking good. Everyone, whoever seen this tape, you see any smooth casual, not suit, just a hoodie, blacked out in Peckham, because you know you can't roll around these ends looking all sharp, like you don't see me. I got my hoodie on, I got my denim, my white t-shirt, I was rolling, B, so I got my blended. See when you're around these ends, you can't come around these ends like your auntie. You gotta come around these ends and blend in. But when it's time to get it on, you gotta get it on. And these ends are like fight and flight, and you gotta jam them and think, okay, there's 3 of them, guns, knives, I'm out. Or you can say there's back later. Then you gotta get around, then you gotta go to the police. So that's where the camouflage comes in. You got the hoodie, boom. See when you